crypto plan. And how's everyone doing? Got a little fun one for you today. Just a little, little chat about crypto gaming, crypto gambling, crypto betting, and maybe the new form of day trading. For those of you that have been watching my channel, you know that I'm a big fan of Pancake Swap. And so because of that, I've been coming familiar with the Pancake Swap DEX or the platform. So I'm just going to run through a few things that I've been experimenting with or just having a shot at. And I guess then to realize why hodling some of the assets that are linked heavily to these kind of DEXs and or gambling and or gamification aspects are a very good thing. And I guess my bullish case for Pancake Swap and the Binance coin because of this. So before I get into it, please like the video, please subscribe if you're new, and also please click that notification bell if you want. All right, let's get straight into it. So we're on the Pancake Swap page and you've got to connect your wallet. So I'm not going to go through that bit. There's plenty of YouTube videos to tell you how to connect I use a Trust wallet. I think you can use a MetaMask wallet as well. There's a couple of wallets, but there's probably plenty of documentation on that. So I won't go through that. It's very simple, not hard at all. Trust wallet, very simple. Anyway, so once you're in, your wallet's connected, all your assets, everything works brilliantly, except when it doesn't. I mean, and when I say that, I guess when there's traffic jams in any network, it just stops your smart contract from working, and then you just got to try again. So it's not like there's been a problem. It's just sometimes the smart contract doesn't get approved or whatever, and you just try again when it's busier. But that's, if you don't know what the smart contracts are and you don't know what's going on behind the scenes, maybe read up on it a little bit or just experiment with it in little small doses. But essentially on Pancake Swap, there is, as this is the homepage, you've got farms and staking, and you've got this lottery, and then you can trade and you can exchange as well. So there's a lot going on. I'm just going to run through it all briefly. So we're on the homepage, on the trade page, so we can exchange a token. So very easy to swap, Binance Smart Chain coin for anything. You can swap any of these coins down here. I'm generally swapping cake for things because I'm got my cake in a pool, and then if I make some cake or print some cake or whatever you want to call it, then I'll swap it for other things or swap it just back into my wallet so that I can then use it for the other fun experimental things, or buying the moon coins or whatever you do. So exchange liquidity. So liquidity pools is where you have like two separate cryptocurrencies and then you stake them in a farm. And you can see here, this is where it gets pretty exciting, is that you can get some really good returns on investment. So 418% APR is ridiculous. So you would have to get this PNT and PBTC pair. You have to get equal amount of each, and you'd create a liquidity pair, blah, 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 and you put it in, and then it does that. But what I've noticed is that you see this high one, you get it in there, then after a day or so, that goes down. So if you want to be getting that day in, day out, a high percentage, you've got to be flipping these pairs. And I guess with that flipping, if you're doing small amounts, sometimes the smart contract fees can chew up any profits that you actually get, if you know what I mean. Pools, this is what I do. So I was doing manual cake, and when I started it was at 100%. And then it was going down, I was like, oh, that's a bit crap. Not still 89% is good. But then along came auto cake, which is great because it automatically restakes any cake you've earned into your pool, which is what I wanted to do anyway, because if I was earning 1 or 2 cake and wanting to restake them, it was generating a smart contract. It was costing 50 cents or $1 or whatever it was. And so now this does it automatically, and you can, you get some other things as well. So basically that's what I'm doing at the moment. So I've got all my Pancake just sitting there earning more Pancake by this auto pull. And you can see down here, you can also stake your cake and earn other coins as well. So for example, if you wanted to earn Hacker or Leon or whatever, there's a whole bunch down there. I don't know any of them except for, I've started to see this alpaca around a bit. And I think there was Zilliqa down the very bottom there. Yeah, you can earn Zilliqa. So other than that, I don't really know any of them, but some of you may know them, and that's why I'm kind of pointing it out. But just in general, like putting your cake in a pool and then getting 80% on your money year on year is good. Then this is the fun thing that I was just experimenting with today and losing my money. I'm open and honest. I don't mind a punt, but I've always been very wise and kind of have a limit on that, So I just kind of thought I'd have a go at this because I guess punting on this was, using a little bit of my knowledge of reading the charts. So essentially what happens is that you bet whether Binance coin over USDT is going to go up or down, based on, whatever's going on in the market at the moment, right? So you can enter a up or down, and you can put in a certain amount of BNB. So if you've got one BNB in your wallet, you could commit 10% of it or 0.05% of it. So use your same risk strategy you would if you're making trades for a day trader, use 1% or 5% or whatever, or a value in dollars. And you would basically bet up or down. And then after 5 minutes, that if it was up and you'd put a bet up, you would get the percentage payout. So in this case, in this case here, it would be 1.73% times, and the down bet is 2.38 times. And basically, then you get you basically double or 1.5 times your money depending on what you put in, and it's kind of just like I guess gambling, but maybe a little bit of day trading there. If you were going to sit there and do this all day and use the fact that you were getting a vibe on the charts, you could call it a viable option to be day trading, as in not every trade you do on day trading wins, but you've just got to take the big ones, right? So if you did this 100 times in the day and 30% of them were winners, but they were good winners, then you could see yourself walking away with a day's wages, right? So this possibly is the new form of day trading, and not saying it's going to stop day trading. I'm sure the people that are professional day traders are going to use their professional platforms, but I guess for the novice that just likes a punt on saying, I think Binance Coin is going to go up in the next 5 minutes because of what my bullish case or my reason, you can have a go at it. But I guess the disclaimer is, and not financial advice, is that just be careful with stuff like this because it is just for fun. It's gamification. And do you know what? I do like the fact that it is not really like all about music and bells and you're a winner, great. It just kind of like if you lose, it doesn't really tell you. You just, you've put your money in anyway and you just don't get anything back. And if you win, it just has a button that pops up and says collect, and you press it, and then a smart contract's generated and you pay your 30 to 50 cents or whatever it is to actually collect that money. And then that's it, So it's not like, I don't see it luring people in or, luring young people in or whatever, or, being addictive in any way. I just think you've got to understand that, betting on the 5 minute movement in a cryptocurrency, even if the trend for the day is going to be 10%, there's still going to be 5 minute windows where it goes down in price, because it's not a straight line up. It doesn't start at, $600 today and then end up at $610 by the end of the day by creeping up just incrementally, So you've got to be aware that, up, down, up, down. You can see here, up, down, up, it's probably, you're not going to see too many, 3 or 4 or 5 ups in a row. Occasionally you will, but, the reality is that it's a combination of ups and downs, and that's what's going on there. This is pure gambling, which is a lottery, but like any other lottery, you can go to your local newsagents anywhere in the world and you can buy a ticket. This one, it costs you 1 cake per ticket. I've done it once. I won't do it again because I just think it's a bit of a waste. But the reality is that if you did win this, you get a fairly good payout. So yeah, it's a lottery, and that's what lotteries are, right? You know, you've got a very low chance of getting a very high reward. So that's the lottery. And then there is definitely some more gamification down here, which I haven't looked at, with like collectibles, team battles, stuff like that. So very good ecosystem. I like it. I think a lot of coins and projects are using it to initially get their coins out there by, you know, staking a cake. You get the coins, which gets their coins out there into the ecosystem, gets them spreading around. So it's a very good, you know, environment, very good community. I like Pancake. Like I say, I haven't had too much trouble with it. I found it very easy, very intuitive, very user friendly, especially with the trading. And then with the exchange, you've actually got this bridge as well, which I love, because if you've got Ethereum or you've got things on other networks, you can actually bring them across to the Binance Smart Chain by using this bridge function, which is super cool. And once again, I won't go through that. This is slightly complicated and slightly scary. I did turn a lot of reef from ERC20 into BEP20, and it scared the crap out of me. But yeah, like I say, it worked in the end, and it was fine. It was just that, you know, it's, I guess, just be patient, test in little pieces, and take your time. So yeah, that's the exchange and the bridge, and then yeah, this is where you do most of your swapping. You know, so you don't need to be. You're buying your Pancake wherever you're buying it on Binance, or you know, you buy your Binance coin on Binance, and you put it in the wallet, and then from there on, you don't really need to be dealing with currency anymore, because you're in the decentralized exchange, which is great. So yeah, that's pretty much my overview of, like, I guess the modern, you know, this is where crypto's going. And I guess bringing it back to the start of the video is that I like this platform because I'm holding Cake, and I know that because people are making Cake, they're using them for this thing, they're using them, spending them in the system, and it's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy that I think the value of the tokens are going to continually go up over time. You know, like, I'm just talking this bull run and next bull runs in the future, and especially that Binance coin, because people are doing the little bit of gambling, a little bit of speculation through the kind of prediction thing, swapping, trading, doing all that stuff, and needing it in this ecosystem. And especially for the smart contracts, you know, every time you're burning a little bit with a smart contract, right? It's a bullish case for it, you know. Like, I think for me, I don't own and I'm not hodling any Binance Smart Coin, but it is going to be one of the first ones that I start building a bag of in the next bear market, because I've seen what's going on, you know. And I guess if you want to pick the next Ethereum, you know, and look at Ethereum's, you know, pushing 4,000 now. Ethereum was down to 40, you know, in the hundreds for a long time there in the bear market. And if BSC is going to be that one where it, you know, gets down to 50 and it sits in the hundreds for a long time, that's the one that could potentially push its way up into the thousands in the next cycle, right? You know, because I think that's, you know, it's kind of one cycle behind what Ethereum's done, right? And it's the same thing. It's a network, it's smart contracts, it's DeFi, it's all the things that Ethereum's doing, except I think it's a little bit cheaper and it's a little bit funny, you know. And I think then there's the next one, the Harmony's building its own network, and that's probably 2 cycles behind Ethereum, you know. So it's kind of just seeing what's going on and seeing what's written in the crypto wins by seeing what has happened well in the past, right? So Pancake Swap for the win, Binance Coin for the win, and just play with the fun elements of this decentralized exchange. And I'm sure it's all over other exchanges, just this is the one I'm using. Play with it in limited doses, just have a bit of fun. You know, for me, I burnt about $30 today, $40 today, by having a little bit of a punt and thinking I could use my, you know, chart analysis to help me win a few quid. But the problem is that your chart analysis is one thing, but your greedy kind of, I made a loss and I've got to double down to win it back element is what gets you every day, and that's what happens. So that's fine. But yeah, just be cautious and you know, have your limits preset before you go and have a little play of the gamification elements inside Pancake Swap or any other of these decentralized exchanges or crypto gambling sites. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to leave it right there, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.